like who like me.
Right.
I like who like me.
Right.
I ain't trying to convince you and trace you down and tie you down. Oh, why you don't like me? Bro, not in today's time.
Man, what's happening? What's happening, man? It's your boy Jalen Stevens, aka Gilly the Truth, man. And I'm back at y'all with another one, man. So I was going back through, man, my little YouTube and shit, man, and I was looking at some old videos of shit that I had been on and shows I deal with, channels I done deal with. And I ran across my family, you know what I'm saying? Triggaman Telling TV, for y'all who don't know. You know what I'm saying? I ran across one of his old shows. And I was like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Like this shit, you know what I'm saying, definitely need to be a rediscussion, man. So I decided, man, I was gonna review it, man. And I was coming on today, and I seen a little bit of a clip that made me feel like I need to. It kind of ties in, man. I'm a tie it in. It might not tie in to everybody else, but I'm gonna definitely tie it in, man. And here go the clip, man. For y'all who don't know, real quick before I get a context, man. A chaotic truth, man. He's been doxxed by people of his own city, man. And I'm not here to go and try to put out that man's information. I'm not to. But I definitely thought that it coincided with, you know what I'm saying, the shit that I'm talking about today, man. Because there's a lot of self-hate here, bro. And what we talking about with these Willie Lynch letters, man, it exuded a lot of hate, man. So let's start off by looking at a couple of these clips from the Chaotic Truth Show that's going live right now for those who are not aware. You know what I'm saying? If you want to go and be a part of the Chaotic Truth live show, man, he's over there, man.
Wakes up. Here we go. Feast. If you had about 1 million of me's, we would dominate this planet. We would run this. I swear to God, man. Just 1 million of us. This blacks like me, shit. We would run this planet. But the problem is, you got too many of these stupid black niggers in our race, man, who don't even understand how the world operates. Damn. And for the family, I'm tired of you too, nigga. Every time you call in, you don't contribute to the show economically. You don't do. I'm gonna just say it, nigga. You don't do. Nigga. You don't even get on camera, nigga. I'm tired of you too, nigga. I'm tired of you blacks.
L says, CT, he got death threats from his local barbers. Oh, come on. Moxie says, Darius Hill, you love CT. You come to the show every time he's live. Make it make sense. Guys, get the likes up, share the video. Here goes another comment. And he's still walking around, and I blurred out the city, and nobody bothers him. Think about that. Think about that. You could be a known drug dealer, pimp, thug, criminal, etc. in the black community. Nobody would bother you. I mean, outside of maybe your ops, but generally nobody will bother you. You'd be respected. But me, what did I say? Why would somebody bother me? Why? Here we go. Let's play some more of this video.
Every time you call in, we could be talking about the space station.
And when it comes down to it, bro, like it ain't like the man is just completely wrong, man. I gotta remember, man, when I talk about white supremacy, it loves to take a sprinkle of truth with some lies, man. Throw a lot of lies in this shit. Throw a little sprinkle of truth so people can believe the rest of the lies, man. The multitude of lies usually that'll be holding this damn little piece of truth up. You know what I'm saying? And or really the little piece of truth is holding up all these multitude of lies. But homie is going through it right now in his city, man, his hometown that he's from, because somebody was tired of just hearing this nigga talk about niggas all day. You know what I'm saying? Which, hey, It's a symptom of possibly some of this shit that we dealing with right now. You know, are we gonna talk about today, man?
People, Anthony Brian Logan, and people like George, Black Assertive Perspective and Officer Tatum. But instead, they call these people coons. In fact, the most pro-black people are the people I just named. Candace Owens isn't out here hoeing around like Sexy Red, promoting hoism like Sexy Red. She's not. What am I doing? If I'm Chicken George, I never shot up the block. Just gonna be honest about it. Chicken George ain't never shut up the block. He calling me Chicken George like that's an insult. Chicken George didn't shut up the block. Pookie and Ray Ray shut up the block. Chicken George isn't committing home invasions. Pookie and Ray Ray are committing home invasions. And then for this person to say that I won't say this around black people, he's out of his mind. I've said this all my life to black people. He's out of his mind. I have every right to talk. I have every right to protect myself. But then with these blacks, here goes a black man who's inadvertently threatening harm if I say this around blacks. Then when the black go to jail, the criminal justice system is wrong. You just assaulted somebody, you dumb nigga. But I'm the coon. I'm the coon, right? You can't make this up about FBA.
Now, look, I'm not a nigga that necessarily condone violence. I definitely use it. Let's be honest with you. I ain't gonna sit there and say that it's always justified, my nigga. But I definitely can't condone it. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day. But at the same time, nigga, you know what you signed up for, nigga. Number one, is you sitting over here attacking people that you say have low IQ, got a propensity for anger and to take out shit violently. Why in the fuck are you antagonizing these niggas? Why is you antagonizing black people on a constant, letting white people come on your platform and antagonize them constantly on your fucking show, my nigga? But like I tell you, man, it's a symptom of a deeper problem that was seeded a long time ago, man. We gonna fucking talk about this shit, man, today. You know what I'm saying? Yes, that is chaotic truth that I was showing. Do I need to replay these videos, man, for the people coming in? Because I know I started out with nobody, well, one person, and they left. So maybe I need to play these videos again and lay down my premise again. So, you know what I'm saying? I was watching some shit that I used to be on. I mean, I even used to be on. I still be on my fam shit. But as far as like, you know what I'm saying? I was watching this other channel, you know what I'm saying? My cousin channel, you know what I'm saying? And he was talking about the Willie Lynch Letters, man. And I was like, man, this shit, even though it was 3 years old, man, it definitely need to be retouched, man, because we be hating on each other, bro, all the time, bro. And we don't really understand why our differences seem so magnified. But I think these letters have a big play at hand, man. So I'm really just gonna play the first video over again for those who didn't see it, man, because that one was just saying that the real pro black people was Candace Owens, Brandon Tatum's, and a couple other motherfuckers.
Here we go.
Feast. If you had about 1 million of me's, we would dominate this planet. We would run this. I swear to God, man. Just 1 million of us. Blacks like me, shit. We would run this planet. But the problem is, you got too many of these stupid black niggas in our race, man, who don't even understand how the world operates. Damn. And for the family, I'm tired of you too, nigga. Every time you call in, you don't contribute to the show economically. You don't do. I'm gonna just say it, nigga. You don't do. Nigga. You don't even get on camera, nigga. I'm tired of you too, nigga. I'm tired of you blacks.
L says, CT, he got death threats from his local barbers. Oh, come on. Moxie says, Darius Hill, you love CT. You come to the show every time he's live. Make it make sense. Guys, get the likes up, share the video. Here goes another comment. And he's still walking around, and I blurred out the city, and nobody bothers him. Think about that. Think about that.
And pretty much, you know what I'm saying? He's saying, well, you're trying to be resorting to violence. You're proving my point. Yet you don't see how you're asking for an ass whooping. You asking to be hurt by antagonizing the people you say are more prone to violence. That makes no sense either. Seems like you want your ass whooped, but I'm gonna show you why. You know what I'm saying? There's such a deep-seated divide sometimes between people who you would think because of whatever, you know what I'm saying, shared experience, skin color or whatever. I don't think it's necessarily skin color. It's mostly the experience. But people will look at the skin color and say, yeah, well, why are these two black people so different? You know what I'm saying? Especially American black people right now. Because I'm talking mostly about American black people. Those on this side of the Atlantic. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna go ahead and, you know what I'm saying, cue this shit up real quick, man. Cause we talking about the Willie Lynch letters, man, today. For y'all who are not aware. We talking about the Willie Lynch letters. The supposed guy who doesn't even exist, man. But his letters still have such a big effect on shit going on today, dog. We're gonna talk about it. For y'all who don't know, that's my fam right there. Big cousin, dog.
Talk about something today that has been effect on our community. Hold on, let me bring my boy in here, man. Full bless, salute, Miss Scott, salute, eyes.
Salute, man. Salute, chat.
Yeah, for shit. So y'all hit that like button on the way in. Y'all don't know what it is. It's the thumbs up button.
Some of y'all might already know what's up with this. You know what I'm saying?
Go ahead, Poobla. What's up with you, fam?
Man, I'm tuned in like everybody else with this right now on this Willie Lynch. You know, when you gotta start it out, man, and get start the light, start the fire.
Salute Nika, salute Keith, the Queen Nika, salute. Hold on, man. I'm trying to sit up still. Goddamn me, I ain't gonna even lie. I'm trying to hold on. Let me get my camera on, man. I'm running late, man. That time started moving fast. I didn't leave the neighborhood later than what I was supposed to. Those of y'all who was on my IG live seeing that, man. Hell, we ain't get in the house till about 9:15. Where my boy Eyes? Where you at, fam? Tap on in, brother. Let's get Eyes in here too, man. You know, these topics y'all want to go in, so I'm making y'all, you know, you gotta come in. Quincy, salute, fam. No, when y'all want to go in on that, I gotta bring in. I got the Willie Lynch letter here too, man. There we go. There go Eyes right there, man.
My bad. You know, salute, it's daddy duties all day.
Oh man, I forgot, man. My bad, bro.
Oh no, they're getting their hair done, so I'm moving around. But I'm tapped in. I wanted to talk on this.
Okay, hold on,
peace,
man.
Pooh Black. Peace.
Man, 1,000.
Always.
Man, can you King guys, could you kind of give them a kind of idea of what the Willie Lynch letter was about?
Ooh, it's a lot that goes into Willie Lynch letter, though. You know, it's pretty much a manual of tactics to control black folks. To put it in a simple way, it's pretty much a letter or a manual to control, in the long run, black people's. You know, you'll hear a lot of people reference it just because of the strategies and the tactics that it speaks on. But what I talk about when I speak on Willie Lynch,
right there, man. He's gonna drop a lot of knowledge.
This happened in the 1700s. You got to go a little further back.
1712 to be exact.
There you go. You got to go a little further back to really get, you know, the foundation of what led up to it. And
so that's where I'll begin. You know what I'm saying? Now, anybody who knows and has studied any slave, you know what I'm saying, anything, it don't really matter what it is, but it's specifically the transatlantic slave trade. There's always been resistance. There's always been people fighting back. There's always been people, you know what I'm saying? Like, it usually takes a while of subjugation, you know what I'm saying? Centuries sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Decades could be possibly, but it usually takes some time for you to get a completely subjugated people. You know what I'm saying? And even then, you'll still have rebellions depending on whatever the reasons. You know what I'm saying? But at the time before this Willie Lynch letter, you were dealing with some shit going on in a small little island out somewhere, you know what I'm saying, in the Caribbean, man. Haiti. Hispaniola at the time, I think it was called. And you had French and Spanish out there, you know what I'm saying, bringing slaves over, you know what I'm saying, purchasing and selling some slaves on the island of Hispaniola. Well, some niggas got tired of that, and the reason why what happened was the whole reason behind the start of the Haitian Revolution is definitely been highly debated. So I can't necessarily give you the whole gist on that and say that I'm speaking 100% truth. But you had one guy decide to ravel up, or not gonna say one guy, but you had a small group of people who were more educated, you know what I'm saying, to rile up the rest of the slaves and take over Haiti. And Haiti ended up successfully fighting off, you know what I'm saying, the colonizers of their side of Hispaniola. Whereas why today, you know what I'm saying, you have, you know what I'm saying, the Haiti Dominican Republic split. And that's just a very loose, broad explanation of, you know what I'm saying, the times. You know what I'm saying? You have a truly successful slave revolt, you know what I'm saying, that has just taken place. And white people are scared, nigga. I don't give a fuck what they y'all don't like it. Nigga, I don't give a fuck. Y'all niggas was scared, bro. Niggas was, you know what I'm saying, revolting. Damn, we don't want to bring a bunch of niggas over here and we outnumber these. I mean, and they outnumber our ass and shit at this time. And shit, what we gonna do? Cause you know what I'm saying, we can't get the Indians to cooperate. You know what I'm saying? We can't get all these different demographics of people. If they come together, bro, it's over with. So what do we do to keep these people subordinate? Was the question. And one guy supposedly had the answer. Let's go.
As well, what happened afterwards, there's plenty different tactics that are well known. Not just the Willie Lynch, but the Willie Lynch is a manual. If you, oh, you look beautiful, baby. Yeah, give me that. I'm on the
way
phone
before
right
Willie Lynch.
Well, I'm gonna read. I'm gonna start off the first paragraph of the letter for him. Gentlemen, I greet you here on the bank of the James River in the first year of our Lord 1712. First, I should thank you, the gentlemen of the colony of Virginia, for bringing me here. I am to help you solve some of your problems with slaves. Your invitation reached me on the modest plantation in the West Indies, where I have experimented with some of the newest and still the oldest methods for control of slaves. Accent wrongs would envy us if my program is implemented. That first paragraph right there, man. Let's just speak on. We're gonna speak on this. We're gonna try to speak on this paragraph by paragraph, man.
Okay, yeah, that's cool.
Okay, just to start off, what is he addressing? What is he addressing to these slave masters? So, from my understanding, he is addressing that he got a new technique and a great idea of ways to keep your slaves in line, keep your niggas in line, right?
Right.
Okay.
And I just want everybody to keep in mind there were strategies and tactics well before Willie Lynch. Keep that in mind, because he didn't bring nothing new. He just brought it to people who didn't know no better.
Okay. Let's go on to the next two paragraphs. As our boat sailed on the James River, named of your illustrated king, whose version of the Bible we cherish, I saw enough to know that your problem is not unique. While Rome used cords of wood as crosses for standing human bodies along its highways in great numbers, you are here using the tree and the rope on occasion. I caught the whip of a dead slave hanging from the tree a couple miles back. You are not only losing valuable stock by hangings, you are having uprising, slaves are running away. Your crops are sometimes left in the fields too long for maximum profit. You suffer occasionally fires. Your animals are killed. Gentlemen, you know what the problems are. I don't need to elaborate. What is he saying, King?
You just use the key.
Your crops and your property. Maximum production is losing, and I gotta correct myself. Bacon's Rebellion had just happened after this. The Haitian Rebellion was actually like 70, 80 years afterwards. So again, I can always admit when I'm wrong, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say that, you know what I'm saying? Right now, before we even, you know what I'm saying, continue, it was actually Bacon's Rebellion in the colony of Virginia that had happened maybe 20 years, 17 years, somewhere around that range prior to this. You know what I'm saying? And for those who don't know, I've talked about the Bacon's Rebellion a couple times over here. The Bacon's Rebellion is one of the few rebellions where you had black, you had white, you had even Indians coming together to go after the main culprit, the people who own the places, the banks, the judges, all these different municipalities, you know what I'm saying, of that area. This was something that really scared the people. So like everything else I said, you know what I'm saying, still works, man. Just the Haitian Revolution was not what happened before this Willie Lynch letter. It was actually the Bacon's Rebellion. You know what I'm saying? And it was a couple other rebellions, but not very as known. It wasn't really a big thing at first because still there was not really a color-coded system just in place yet. You know what I'm saying? It might have been hints of one. It might have been moving in that direction. But for the most part, you still had white indentured servants. You still had black people who were free, that could be free in the South. You know what I'm saying? In places like New Orleans and other places and shit like that. So the times were a little bit different. You know what I'm saying? So let's go.
Keyword stock. That's a key word. When I listen to people talk, that's a key word, stock, because that shows you how you are valued and why you are valuable. Your stocks, you know. So he's pretty much talking to businessmen right now, or potential businessmen in the business of slavery, and he's pretty much saying, "Hey, I got this good game for you. You know, you want to control your property, you want to be able to move your property and sell your business. I got to play." Exactly, Precious Brown and D New Norm. Property, cattle, chattel. Now we're talking legalese, law, because this has become law.
You know my great grandma. That's how she responded to stuff. She said, "You come from good stock."
Listen, stocks and bonds. Your stocks and your bonded.
Okay, let's go on to the next paragraph. I am not here to imitate your problems. I am here to introduce you a method of solving them. In my bag here, I have a foolproof method for controlling your black slaves. I guarantee you that every one of that, if installed correctly, it will control the slave for at least 300 years. Now, this man is coming up with, he's bringing them a tactic that he says that's going to control slavery, control black people for 300 years. Do y'all not understand that?
Hold on, baby.
He plans on keeping us property and controlling the way the black culture and the black slaves move by keeping them in slavery for 300 years. Write that down. If you got your notebook out there, write that down, man. I want y'all to write that down. My method is simple. Any member of your family or your overseer can use it. I have outlined a number of differences among the slaves, and I take these differences and make them bigger. I use fear, distrust, and envy for control purposes. The same thing that is still going on in today's world today. Distrust, the differences, the fear, and control. Wanting to have power over another one, not trusting another brother or anything like that.
Come on,
you ready? Now,
straight up.
Okay. Let's go on to the next one. Simple little list of differences and think about them. On the top of my list is
Before we go on to the next, man, just sowing the seeds of distrust. You know what I'm saying? How much of that is still being done today? I got a question for everybody, man. What tactics of this letter are still being done today? You don't even got to answer. You can just think in your head as the video plays, man. But this sowing the distrust, man, that's a little bit of what's happening when you point at people like the Chaotic Truths, the Brandon Tatums, the Candace Owens. You're showing a certain amount of distrust in what will be deemed black culture, what will be deemed black leaders, what will be deemed black celebrity and elite. And that's a lot of what they do, unless they're right wing for some reason. And then you have the opposite on the other side as well. So let's go.
It's age, but it's there only because it starts when the second color, the color or shade, whether there is intelligence, size, sexuals, plantation status, or plantation attitude of owners, whether the slaves live in the valley, on the hill, east, west, north, south, have fine hair, coarse hair, or tall or short. Now that you have the list of differences, I should give you an outline of action. But before that, I shall assure you that distrust is stronger than trust and envy, and stronger than adulation, respect, and admiration. The black slaves, after receiving the indoctrination, shall carry on and will become self-refueling and self-generating for hundreds of years, maybe thousands. Don't forget, you must pitch the old black male versus the young black male, and the young black male against the old black male.
That's that.
As first is saying, point out and highlight and collect the data of the the differences of these people, whether it be from color, shade, age, you know what I'm saying, hair texture. And you decide where these people live. Decide how far they're gonna be in the valley, they're gonna be on the hill. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be in this, they're gonna be in that place. You know, a lot of times they say shit runs downhill. So guess who was in the valley? Probably the darker skinned people. People have to deal with with all the shit running down the hill. The lighter skin, you'll put them on top, make it seem like it's a privilege in order to be lighter skinned. This is where the seeds of colorism and all this shit start being soaked into the black mind. This is early 1700s. They starting to already, you know what I'm saying, just divide niggas amongst each other. So once we go out into the world, we're going to automatically figure our place. They said this is going to be a self-generating thing that's going to continue. And all it starts is by separating. He said he started on the age. Put the young niggas against the old niggas. And the old niggas against the young niggas. These all are tactics. To where we forget to have respect and admiration for said other side, man. But I'm gonna let him continue, dog.
The OGs versus the young heads now.
His method supposed to last at least 300 years.
Has it?
Man, 300 years. Man. Well, let's be honest though, Pooh Black. Isn't this a method that's still jumping off today though?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. Go ahead and say what you finna say, Pooh Black. My bad.
Oh no, I'm listening. I'm observing.
Going crazy.
King guys, anything you want to say about the OGs versus the young?
You know, it's just a cold game. You know, what he was presenting is nothing new. It happens amongst peoples of their own culture. It happens amongst each other. You know, all he did was study people, which we all should do. Took note on how shit operates.
We definitely should criticize, and we definitely should, you know what I'm saying, understand. But we should understand where it's coming from as much as we criticize it. Like Candace Owens shouldn't be looked at as not black. Candace Owens shouldn't be looked at as her views not being of black people. It might be not be the majority of black people, but it is a part of our, you know what I'm saying? Like Candace Owens is not new. And that's the thing. There's always been a Candace Owens. There's always been a Brandon Tatum. There's always been a Thomas Sowell. There's always been a, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can name niggas all day. Walter E. Williams. Shit, man, Clarence Thomas. Like, all these people, bro. These, shit, man, Bill Cosby to a large degree is a lot of that. You know what I'm saying? That old head nigga that's looking down on the youth and what culture looks like today and saying that, oh, this is Marxist, Leninist, all that bullshit. Caught up into the white man's way of seeing ideology in society. But like I say, it all starts here. It all starts with these letters, man. That's why I say it's not necessarily wrong to, you know what I'm saying? If you're gonna point out the person's faults and flaws, that's one thing. But we get to a point where like we try to make a person or make people feel like they are not our people. They're not our people as far as ideology and mindset, but they are our people as far as black. And we gotta understand that shit. How do we get here? What makes your mind work to tick the way it ticks, and the other person's tick the way they ticks, man? Like, cause it's a thin line between a black activist, man, and then a black like coon sell out all that shit, bro. It's a very thin line between that motherfucking shit, man. Cause both of them got the information, man. It's what they choosing to do with it. But let's go and continue.
Culturally, you can find a weak point anywhere. You can see how a little kid can get another little kid to go steal a candy bar. Now that shows you how to manipulate the psyche. This is what he did. He just amplified something simple and used it as a focused strategy for a certain peoples. That's exactly all he did. And this is what I wanted to say at the beginning. When it comes to the Willie Lynch, there's no proof that he existed in the world at all.
That's key.
But the tactics he used are so powerful that we apply it to. We use it as if it existed when really, you know, you could even look at Sun Tzu, the Art of War. These things all came before this Willie Lynch shit. You know, so this is why I want to stay focused, because when you're listening to the Willie Lynch, when we're breaking this down, how my mind operates, it goes straight to all the strategy and tactics that I've learned from before this time, and I see how it correlates into this method. You know, got a couple book references for whenever we get to that part that we can look into.
Okay, let's go on and read some more of this.
Yes, sir.
You must use the dark-skinned slaves versus the light-skinned slaves, and the light-skinned slaves versus the dark-skinned slaves. You must use the female versus the male, and the male versus the female. You must also have white servants and overseers distrust all blacks. But if necessary that your slaves trust and depend on us, they must love, respect, and trust only us. Gentlemen, these kits are your keys to controls. Use them. I have your wives and children. Use them. Never miss an opportunity. If you use intentionally for 1 year, these slaves themselves will remain understand that word, distrustful. Thank you, gentlemen.
That's psychological. Ahead, this is psychological. It's a game of psyche. It's a game of manipulation. This is what we talking today.
Goddess.
Today, that's what we're talking about.
Just drop
damn,
yes, sir. Anybody want to come up?
No, not on my end.
To it.
Oh, go ahead.
No, that's what I wanted to key on. Psychologically. Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead, bro.
Okay. Yeah, it's psychological, you know. All of it is psychological. You break the mind, you know, control the mind, control the body, control the minds, control the people. This is what it is. And like I said, once again, you could study a separate, specific culture of people, and you'll see it every time. This is nothing new. Babies do it all the time. Babies do this the most. They play on psychological games. This is what they do when they cry because they don't want this, or they get happy when they want that. They can't speak, but you could tell the psyche. They manipulate you into keeping that toy or keeping that piece of candy they want, or the scream and cry about it. It's manipulation. It is manipulation, and it's not new. This went down in 1712, right? Well, we're about to break down today and just speak on that at least. Took place 1712. Pooh Black corrected me on that. When you look 12 years later, you have something called the Christian Black Codes. Keyword Christian Black Codes, 1724. And what this is another way, or another example of Willie Lynch, or another way to do it. It's called the Christian Black Codes, and this deals with controlling free blacks or enslaved blacks, and it's pretty much tied into the Willie Lynch. So even 12 years later, we have the Christian Black Codes that go into play as law, and it plays out even today. And we'll get into that, but we're gonna get into it, man.
Do I not have any mods? Do I have any mods out here?
Yeah, they out there. I see them. It's all tactics, man. It's all manipulation. That's really all it is.
Thank you, Jalen.
And when we get into the steps it takes, we really gonna dig in once we get into the steps. Go ahead, Trigger. I just wanted to tap on that.
Hold on. Goddamn. I got on the wrong earphones. I'm tripping.
Hey, all right.
Yes, sir.
Hey, so I come up, on a cool, I come up with a Farrakhan. My dad was right behind.
And it's evident to remember that, man, during the time of the 1700s, man, we were still colonies, man. We're in states. So most of these colonies were pretty much controlled under religious rule. And King Oz is 100% true in the fact of bringing up the Christian Black Codes of 1724, which pretty much augmented and institutionalized the Willie Lynch letter, what they call theories, because they wasn't necessarily even a thing, you know what I'm saying? But really at the same, I mean, I ain't gonna say that wasn't necessarily a thing. It was just they were written anonymously, and the whole meeting of the minds and coming together probably didn't actually happen. But somebody wrote this and pushed it around to the people, and then the enslaved owners started to implement these tactics, and they were also Christians who wrote slave Bibles, and you know what I'm saying, stuff like that, to integrate the slaves into more Western customs of that time. So this definitely, you know what I'm saying, is the knowledge, bro. You have to, you know what I'm saying, understand and know this to understand how we got to where we at now.
Behind Farrakhan, what I'm saying?
Not to say that Christianity
on some different type of shit, like he come up, and when Farrakhan spoke on that in '95.
Yeah.
He spoke on that. You know what I'm saying? He said a scheme as an obstacle to unite African Americans in an open letter regarding, part of that, the Midman March, was part trying to unite also. But I was not having that going no more. That's a big problem right there.
Oh yeah, when it comes to the Million Man March, I laugh at the march. Yes,
you gotta laugh at the march.
It's 1 million strong black men mobbing down with a purpose, and then get to that purpose and don't do nothing. I understand the bigger picture. I get it that you can unite millions of men, but we got to do more than that. We got to put action on it. I like that. I like that you brought that up, because I was hoping we got into that. That deals with and for lack of a better word, religion. That's why I brought up the Christian Black Codes. We're gonna get deep to that. Oh man, ooh wee. Go ahead, Trigger. It's on you, God.
Oh man,
Me and Pooh,
I'm missing
yeah, we
some.
gonna get
I'm
into
missing.
it.
Y'all go ahead and talk because I'm missing some steps on it. Because
yeah,
I don't
take
know
it.
what my other people said. Hey, hold on. Who is this? D?
Daryl, what's
G.
going on, Tree? Salute to
There.
you.
Oh, okay. I thought that was you, bro. I just want to make sure, man.
Yes, sir. You know I was
What?
gonna pop up for this one. Salute panel, salute.
I think he's the one who brought it up, didn't he?
Yeah, he
Yes,
the
sir.
one that brought this topic up.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
go ahead.
I was just making sure.
Hey, I'm gonna switch it over into his hand because I ain't got no more for my letter I just read. That's all I wanted to go in on it for us just talking about the topic itself.
Gotcha.
Okay, that's kind of why I wanted to pitch in because sometimes you can't find the whole letter, and I just wanted to pitch in. That was all you had. Because there's a second piece to it, and you know what I'm saying. If you don't mind, this is your shit, so I don't want to
go ahead, bro. I'm giving you the flow, fam, with respect, fam.
All right, word, appreciate it. So
this is your topic.
This is the second part of the letter. It's the cardinal principles for making a nigga.
Right.
And it says, for fear that our future generations may not understand the principles of breaking both the beast and the nigger together and the horse. We understand that short-range planning economics results in periodic economic chaos. So that to avoid turmoil in the economy, it requires us to have breadth and depth in long-range comprehensive planning, articulating both skill-sharp perceptions.
On the horse and
we lay down the following principles for long-range comprehensive economic planning. Both the horse and the nigger is no good to the economy in the wild or natural state. Both must be broken and tied together for orderly production. For orderly future, special and particular attention must be paid to the female and the youngest offspring.
Absolutely.
Both must be crossbred to produce a variety of division of labor. Both must be taught to respond to a particular new language. Psychological and physical instruction of containment must be created for both. We hold the 6 cardinal principles as truth to be self-evident based upon the following.
I want you to understand that crossbreed, that dehumanizing. You know what I'm saying? You're doing that with the horse, but you're also doing that with the nigga. So you know what I'm saying? The youngest boy, you know what I'm saying? Now he is pretty much used to breed, while the oldest and strongest are used as you know what I'm saying, manual labor of a sort, you know what I'm saying, whatever they could use them for. This separates the family and the household because now psychologically it's messing up the youngest child, the mother. It's also messing up the father and the son, the older son or the other children who are having to witness these things, man. If they are even there to witnesses, because they'll do it in front of you or they'll separate your family. You know what I'm saying? All of it came as and progressed as these revolts and these slave rebellions started happening in the 1700s, because 1700s can pretty much be called the year of slave rebellions, man, because you know what I'm saying, it all hits its peak with the Haitian Revolution, man, and that's when you have the antebellum South and the real cruelty of slavery really starts to begin. But you know what I'm saying, like, I'm not saying that the slavery and cruelty and all that shit wasn't happening at this point, but just know it's levels to that shit, man. It's levels, man. Real talk.
Following the discourse concerning the economics of breaking and tying the horse and the nigger together, all inclusive of the 6 principles laid down about. Note, neither principle alone will suffice for good economics. All principles must be employed for orderly good of the nation. Accordingly, both a wild horse and a wild or nature nigger is dangerous if captured. Right? So, and
you want to go over step
so you can speak on it from there.
Start at number 1, and we could just break them down at all of them.
Yeah.
I think the first one is economic profit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. In their natural state. That natural state is unfuckwittable. That's why they say that.
Right.
The natural state is free, mentally, culturally, spiritually, free. That's the natural state. You can't control a motherfucker who's on his square, so to speak.
Right.
So, you know, just for conversation's sake, just to build on the wisdom, you know, I figure this is how I wrote my notes at least, that we can break down each one and just discuss it. That way, you know, somebody who might not have the information or the proper knowledge gets an easy translation. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So when they say that, and I don't like to use certain words, but black folks, we'll just say that. I'm gonna just say that personally.
No, yeah, I feel
right. Economically profitable in the natural state. What he's saying is, we can't fuck with a black man or black woman who know they self, who are solid on their square. So what he's presenting is, hey, we got to get them away from knowledge of self. We got to get them away from their self.
And God preaching,
get
man.
them in more of a secluded mental state,
like,
secluded.
A lot of times that real shit gonna
state.
make it hard for motherfuckers to stick around and hear, man. It's gonna be hard to hear, bro. But at the end of the day, man, definitely, if you don't have a knowledge of self, man, it makes it hard to be rebellious. It makes it hard to buck the system. You know what I'm saying? As long as you are believing that of yourself as being tied to whatever said system and don't see yourself existing outside of that system, you will always fight, cope, cape, whatever it is for that system. So, you know what I'm saying? We got to remember these things as we maneuver through life, man. Yes, you know what I'm saying? You have to use these things, the tools of capitalism while you are in it. You have to use whatever tools of the system that you have at your disposal to your best ability. But at the same time, do not make yourself tied or tethered to this shit, man. Because the moment you do, that's going to bring down all the emotional stress and depression and all that shit, man. You have to, you know what I'm saying, recoup. You have to regenerate every day, man. You have to make sure that you're not only doing this for anybody else and everybody else, but you're doing it for yourself, man. Man, salute to King Eyes, man. That's one of the most intelligent brothers on this bitch, bro. Real talk. King Eyes, man. Y'all gotta go find him, man. My nigga, he ain't even, you know what I'm saying, he on the gaming and shit. But you know what I'm saying? He definitely do his shit, man. King Eyes still out there, man. You know what I'm saying? So look up King Eyes, man, for real. You know what I'm saying? My nigga, bro, intelligent brother, man. Really on his shit, man. For real. Write books from scratch type shit.
You see what I'm saying? And it just banks on the psychology, man. It really does. If I can break you, I can take you.
Pooh Black,
right?
And my family,
right. And then to capitalize on that,
yes, sir.
In that part where it says that you must focus on the female, and
we're gonna get that.
You know what I'm saying? That really puts you into where we are now. And like I said,
sir.
you know what I'm saying? They take all the OGs and put them in jail, or all the OGs is dead. So all the men, you take the man out the house.
Who's the man though?
Female.
The man is the warrior.
Right.
Yes,
the man is the warrior. So you make the female dependent upon you, which, and you put it in our terms now in 2021, and in the past 20, 30, 40 years, you have welfare. You have all these things where these women dependent upon the government, and they feel like they don't need a man. They don't need no nigga.
If they do, they need that white boy. Absolutely. I'm in agreement with you, God.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What's the next one?
And so the next part of the paragraph, it says all principles must be employed for orderly good of nation. Accordingly, both a wild horse and a wild nigger is dangerous even if captured, for they will have a tendency to seek their customary freedom. Doing so might kill you in your sleep.
They give you the game.
You cannot.
They give you the game.
Yes, sir.
He don't even hide it. That's the thing. Yeah. They don't hide it. It's just that we focus more on what's the point, which is to control, more than how does he see it. And he sees it just like he should. You can't fuck with an unfuckwittable person. It's that simple. You know, must be bound and tied together for orderly production. Bound and tied, no hope, tied to oppression. These type of things. Mental game, spiritual game. Take you away from your culture, your customs, like he said, like the guy said. I'm hearing a little static. Just fucking with me. My bad. Hold on. All right, let's hit that one. But special attention to the woman child. Yeah, I'm glad you brought that one up. And you hit all the points. You take out the man, the protector, the warrior. The woman is the one who breeds these warriors, who breeds these kings. Genetic memory exists and it's real.
Mm-hmm.
After after a certain amount of time, that genetic memory becomes encapsulated. Now, if I have another child with this woman, she's going to pass that trait down and it's going to continue. The child, as far as the child's concerned, the children are easily malleable, easily moldable. So if I'm already giving him, genetic fear, genetic inferiority ideas, then he has to be born into this. It's going to be easy to take him.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right.
And it goes to show. I seen something the other day, and a chick was on, and she said, "Well, our black men leave us out here like, what I'm saying, they do this to us like."
Hey, Daryl, I was just gonna ask you, man. Can y'all kind of give us some examples of how them things that this man spoke into 300 years worth of lasting is working in our culture today?
I mean, it goes to show for itself. It's even said that he said, if you teach this to your spouses and your children.
Big facts, man. And he's talking about teaching it to and one thing I don't think that people get enough is that they was talking about their spouses and their children's, but this trickled down to even us, you know what I'm saying? Like, we get to a point where we can finally have spouses and children and shit, but they don't get to see us exude our full force as men in society because of the barriers of, Jim Crow era and shit like that, when we able to finally, do our own thing to a certain degree. And we still do it. But then when they don't like it, they mob up, they tear our shit down, and then shit, we gotta start back all over again. And we continue to do it. It is not even like we didn't stop doing it, man. I'm telling you, man, it's just that white supremacy finds different ways to attack and destroy you, and it wants you isolated. And that's why individualism is a big thing that we gotta address in the black community. Every black person thinks that their success is gonna be, the same for everybody. It only becomes the same for everybody when we reach back one. You gotta reach one, teach one in the black community. We can't leave niggas behind. You know what I'm saying? At least not willingly. They might, choose to stay behind, but we ain't gonna live them. We gonna give them the information and the message, bro. Regardless, bro. For sure. Let's go.
So that they can continue to implement these things. You look at these record labels and who really owns these record labels and the shit that they pushing. All the shit they pushing now, especially for female wise, is you don't need no nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's what they pushing now. And then the black women will look at us and be like, oh, well, the black man, they left us out here like this. They left us alone and stuff like this. This is stuff that they implemented 300 plus years ago. That's still going on, and their children and their grandchildren and great grandchildren are just still implementing the same thing, and got us looking at each other like we the problem.
Little shit. It's the little thing. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to cut your wisdom, guy.
Oh no, I was done. You good, King.
But it's the little things, like
falling for the same tactics over and over again. That's the only disagreements I gotta put in on this one, right, man. Because we are killing ourselves softly. You know what I'm saying? They was killing us harshly. You know what I'm saying? Out in broad daylight type shit. So, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't able to, be on this show this day. You know what I'm saying? I really wish I could have, man, because, you know what I'm saying? Like, I definitely was watching. You know what I'm saying? I just couldn't be on, man. And I hated that, bro. I hated that, man. But we have to understand, man, if we choose to fall victim to the same tactics that's been run on us for the last 300 years by a man who probably didn't even exist, or, you know what I'm saying, who, it doesn't really even matter if he existed or not, because let's just say this. The idea, the whole ideology behind all this shit been existed, and somebody just wanted to make sure that they could get it to a maximum amount of people, man, and it worked, and it spread, and we're here today, still seeing the effects of that, man.
Like, and remember, we're dealing with the psyche of things, so it might seem little, but this is how the manipulation game works, right? Like when white folks come up to black women and say, "Oh, your hair is beautiful."
Yeah.
Little things.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why wouldn't it be?
Mm-hmm.
You see how that works? It's simple. It's very simple. Why wouldn't it be? Or
that's
your skin is so beautiful. Why wouldn't it be?
The mind is your greatest vessel.
About
so when somebody can manipulate your mind,
easy money.
That's the strongest thing you got out of everything. You can be a bodybuilder, but if your mind ain't right, you screwed.
Look, you ever been in the weight room and you told yourself it was too much and you quit? Or
Yes,
you
sir.
tell yourself, fuck all that, I'm gonna hit this last rep. It's mental.
It's mental. Your mind is your strongest vessel. So when that gets manipulated and infiltrated, it's over with.
It's over. It's over. And then you got to remember as well.
Take the head, the body will follow.
Memory ain't no hope.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't no hope. You know, you look at how, and I'll use the word oppressor. All right. I'll take it for what it is. You look at how the oppressor treats his woman. He don't treat her good. Don't let the propaganda fool you. He don't value his woman.
Mm-hmm.
At all.
So what does he do? He pits the white woman against the black woman, but he makes sure the black woman has the mind of a white woman. It's a game.
Right.
And then they say the white woman is the idea of a beautiful woman.
And you know what? I'm glad you hit on that real quick.
Sir.
Because Trig, the other day when you was out there with the OGs and shit on the live, and OGs, he said we adopted the white lifestyle.
Yeah, that was Kimbo. That was Kimbo Greedy.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Kimbo.
You know, so I be paying attention to shit. And he said it. He said we live in the shit that they taught us.
Yeah.
Big facts.
Listen, I got
that
all that wretched shit that they always complain about. You don't see Africans coming over here with that shit, right? Man, it's a particular, you know what I'm saying, like, thing about white Americans, bro. Like, we don't realize how arrogant, you know what I'm saying, white Americans are compared to the rest of the world, bro. Like, everybody else is arrogant in their own different ways, but white Americans, man, feel like they are the best thing smoking, bro. And this shit has always become like a problem when you talk about like having international conversations with people, man. People they fuss with Americans, man, but they know how much America is, you know what I'm saying, propagandized compared to other countries, man. We deal with the most propaganda in the fucking world, bro, from our own government. But I continue, man. Let's go, dog.
That was true. So it's safe to say that they using their fear tactics at a extreme high against ours.
They're deflecting their fears upon us. That's exactly what they're doing.
But because this letter, like, before we start talking about it, I always heard of the Willie Lynch letter, but I ain't never went to go look it up. I'm not gonna lie, I ain't never went to look at. But just the light skin versus the dark skin and all the tactics that they using and stuff, it makes me feel like even without crack cocaine and stuff, like the community was meant to feel anyway.
I mean, that's just a part of it. Like he said, the young versus the old. How the young feel is the old, you know what I'm saying? The
Yeah, the crack cocaine, like he said, was a part of it, bro. It's a part of the situation. It's not necessarily, you know what I'm saying, just a lone strategy against us, man. Like, it was a lot of shit going against us, man, in this situation, man. And that's what's so crazy about this shit, man. You know what I'm saying? But all this shit has to start with a seed point, man. Plant the seeds of deception, distrust, you know what I'm saying? Mistrust amongst, you know what I'm saying, these niggas that have one thing in common. They all been captured by us or are being controlled and whatever by us, the white man, the rich white man at this time. You know what I'm saying? Make sure that the poor white man know that, hey, as long as you keep these motherfuckers in line, we'll make sure you have some wages. We'll make sure you have a little seat at the table. You know what I'm saying? But everybody else, nigga, y'all asses out of there, bro. You know what I'm saying? Get the fuck out the way type shit. And that's how that shit started, bro. That's how this whole shit started, bro.
The older generation who's above us or who came before us, y'all had the crack generation. Y'all had all of that. So, you know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all generation got jacked up behind that. So when it comes to the young versus the old, the young don't feel like they need to listen to the old because they feel like the old is, you know what I'm saying? They done been cracked out and went through all this stuff. That's what I was saying. Like the youngins don't listen to their OGs no more.
Well, check this out. I'm glad you said. Let me ask you a question, and you hit on point. What about the older dudes giving in to the youngsters? You know, feeding into the type of shit they got going, and you know they supposed to be role models. You know what I'm saying? And
You hit
if
it
we
on the
gonna
head,
live by
Paul.
a code, you know they still got to live by role. You know they still got to be role models also.
You hit it on the head, Paul. Them ain't elders. Them is elders. You even call them that. Older dudes. Them not elders.
Yeah.
We expect them to do that.
That's just like if a little dude been doing a lot of different shit around the area, and an old dude know he doing it, he gonna give him the pistol, but then he gonna have a problem to say some shit. Then at the same time, you done gave him that pistol, and you know they were wrong for doing that. But just on the glory of what it is, you gonna feel cool like that's cool. Which, it goes back to what we were saying on the slave mentality. You know, the older dudes slaved by the youngsters. You know, they scared. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and not all of them. You know what I'm saying? But some of them.
Hold on, y'all. Hey, Daryl. That's Daryl. You got another back end open?
No.
The YouTube, you got earphones on?
Nah, I ain't got no earphones on.
Oh, hold on.
You get feedback from me?
Yeah, I'm getting feedback from you.
Hold on, let me call back in. I'll be right back.
All right.
But Pooh Black, that's just, I know it was directed towards him, but what I would say is there's a big difference between elders and elders. It's not going to fall into that. The elder's has already worked into the community, has already gave a game, and still continues. The older motherfuckers, the ones going to give him the pistol. The older ones going to find him some hoes to fuck with. Try to kick it with them, try to dress like them. Them is elders. We don't respect or I don't respect those. Me personally, I don't respect.
Hey, that King Oz lingo, man. That olders versus elders, man. We gotta understand that shit, man. That's a part of the symptom, man. When you talking about Willie Lynch, man, it has lasting symptoms, man. Shit, first you divide the young and the old and make them have these conflicts, and then you'll have some like the olders who want to I want to be like the young niggas, man. I want to do this and that and the third. They come around hanging and shit, trying to get along, be cool, not setting up no principles and shit like that. And this is how you get shit like Lil King, man. This is how you get shit like Lil King and even the NBA young boys before he done got older now. Now he NBA just regular nigga. He ain't young no more. I mean, he's still young, but nigga about close to 25 now. So, you know what I'm saying? These niggas ain't got no guidance because all these old niggas trying to get along with these niggas instead of, man, hey, setting law, bro. We supposed to be leading these niggas, man. But let's go, man. Olders versus elders, man. Hey, King Oz used to be on point every time, man.
Older motherfuckers. I respect elders.
I ain't gonna say used to be, because the nigga still is. I'm just saying, like, on this shit, this nigga on point, nigga, 100%, nigga. This is classic shit, classic grown man.
Dare to call them motherfuckers, you know, them is elders. So as far as those type of cats are concerned, that's what you expect, you know. And to touch on what Triggers was speaking on, I got into a big argument, and I mean a big argument, with a whole bunch of black folks, quote unquote. I use those terms loosely because I made the statement, and I'm gonna keep this statement until it changes. Is in this landmass we live in, black folks do not have a culture. There is no possible way you can find it. We have little factions and little groups, but we don't have a culture, a community, a culture. So most of us, not all of us, but most of us live and operate, feel, think, everything under a foreign culture, a foreign understanding, and it displays every day. Every day.
Salute, Truth.
Yeah.
Hold on, y'all. Everybody, hold on.
Yeah, man. The King, I used to always throw them ones in like that right there, man. I gotta disagree with him on that, man. I believe we do have a culture, a Black American culture, you know what I'm saying, here, that is unique and distinct from everything else, from, you know what I'm saying, white Americans, African, Black Africans, white Africans, whatever you want to say, you know what I'm saying, every other, you know what I'm saying, country out there, you know what I'm saying. Now, it is influenced by the guise of white culture to a certain degree, because we got a lot of certain ways of doing the heavy drink and drug use, all this shit, you know what I'm saying. We got some of those habits from the white cultures and shit like that. But as far as like how we created our music, it wasn't the same. How we you know what I'm saying, acted in certain ways, and how we bring a certain swag and shit like that to everything is not necessarily been duplicated. And then if you look at intelligence as well, nigga, you know what I'm saying, we struck and strove wherever they actually gave us those opportunities to do well, man. So yeah, bro, like I say we do have a culture. It might not be as strong of a culture to stand behind with all the trauma behind it. Because, you know what I'm saying, most of our culture is fighting to have one. You know what I'm saying? So that's just really the biggest part of, you know what I'm saying, the problem, where it looks like he's telling the truth on that. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of his point. To his point, is like most of our culture has been fighting to have one. So it's like shit. And at every point, you know what I'm saying, sometimes we still took to certain aesthetics at first to try to go mainstream and shit, or be seen and be accepted. So it's hard to argue with the nigga like me. I would be damn near halfway on his side, just cause when you break that shit down, nigga, man, it's hard to argue for Black culture with all the trauma behind it, man. It's hard to like most people culture don't have a trauma behind it. It might have some traumas in there, but like our whole the Black American culture is started with trauma down there, bro. Basically, bro. Like, I'm just saying, dog.
On for a second. Now, everybody good. Where True go? He disappeared. Hey, man, if you just coming in here, you ain't hit that like button, hit that like button. If you slow, maybe a little off in the head, don't know what it is, man. It's the thumbs up button, and just push it. The shit free, goddamn, man.
One time.
Just one time. Don't be a hater your whole life. And here you're entitled to your own opinion. We can agree to disagree. Debate the debate. Voice your opinion respectfully. Dust your feet off when you come in the house. That one hater. Where the three haters, because it's two who ain't hit the thumb down button yet. I see you looking what you're looking at. Go ahead, yeah.
That's really what I wanted to touch on, as far as keeping on the path of this is a psychological game we're talking about, a psychological attack we're talking about. So we got to understand we operate. And we're going to touch on language and everything, but we operate under a foreign culture. we have to, you really, and this is why he said, Black folks are not economically profitable in their natural state. That's a state of culture. You see, culture means a lot. And when you operate under a foreign culture, you're going to lose all the aspects of your culture. And eventually it's going to be, you're right along with theirs. You see what I'm saying? And this goes into some of the Willie Lynch strategy. Taught to respond to a particular language. When we're taught to respond to a particular language, these are command words. Controlled associative thinking. English. English, if it has to be categorized, will be categorized under gibberish. Literally though, not for conversation's sake, but actual factuals. It's gibberish. So we don't speak in the natural state of the Black man, woman, culture, community, etc., etc. It's not English. So imagine the brainwashing that has to occur for you to even understand English, let alone speak it and have emphasis and tones to it. This is a part of the game. Control the language. Now I have command words. Now I'm controlling your thinking. It's called associative thinking. Controlled associative thinking. The whole Willie Lynch, to sum up, but we're gonna break down wisdom on it. But the whole thing about it is it's a psyche. It's all dealing with your brain.
The big facts. You gotta think about that, man. Who the biggest conquerors of, you know what I'm saying, the world, bro? Been the English. You know what I'm saying? Everybody speak English, nigga. Everybody at least gotta know a little English, nigga. So, you know what I'm saying? How many of these tactics are still in effect today? I might not get it. I might not get through to everybody, nigga. But this shit gonna be out here, nigga. And I'm gonna keep on talking about shit like this, nigga. Because it needs to be said. It needs to be seen, bro. Like, this shit ain't no joke out here, man. Let that man continue.
If I can cause divide and conquer amongst this little faction of people, it's going to rub off eventually to where they push it on too. And this is what we're seeing. We're seeing the results of that. We're seeing that a lot of the times the man thinks he has to be what a white man is. Business suit, tie, nice cars, except whatever the motherfucker propagates for us to see. As well as the woman, the white woman. So now we see Black women putting fucking blonde hair in the eye, fucking hair, getting nose jobs to get pointy noses. All the while, these motherfuckers is trying to get like us the whole time. Everything they know is given to them by us, but yet we turn around because of the manipulation game, and we want to be like them. For what? You're dope as you are. You are dope as you are.
And you hit on a key point. The funny thing is, when it comes to women, especially white women, will want to be like Black women, but the things that they implement into Black culture, they won't be about themselves. Yep. White women stand behind their man, but they'll start a whole movement with Black people, with Black women, talking about they can be independent and everything else. But them white women go home and they stand behind their man. Big facts.
Look, that whole women's rights shit, that one for Black women. I've said this a million times. I broke down with the elders. The elders taught me the game. So I'm speaking from the experience of sitting with elders. That whole women's rights shit wasn't for Black women. During that time, and this goes into the conversation as well. Nothing is going to get outside of the boundaries of this conversation. But during that time and before that time, the Black family unit, although it went through hell, was more in solidarity.
We got the whole gang up.
Was more in solidarity than anything. Yeah, you are dope as you are. Exactly.
Man, hold on, y'all. Everybody be quiet. Hey, man, I just want to salute to everybody up here, man. I just want to let y'all, hold on. Let me clear the screen so y'all can see who all. This is going to get good right here. Man, y'all see who all on the stage, man. Y'all go subscribe. Hey, sorry, you're going to have to put your mic on mute or whatever, bro. Y'all go subscribe to Kimbo Greedy. Y'all go subscribe to Truth Be Told Allegedly. Y'all go subscribe to King Eyes. Y'all go subscribe to Pooh Black. Don't be a hater your whole life. God damn. Hit that like button. It's free. Share, like, subscribe, all that shit, man. Gang. Hey, King Eyes.
Yes, sir.
After you finish, I'm going to let Truth talk. and then I'm gonna let Kimbo go in, and then after Kimbo, I'm gonna let Tyra go in.
Absolutely. Well, I'm pretty much done building my wisdom. Get the floor to anybody else. I just wanted to touch. I really wanted to touch on the women and the child and the language, because those three things are very important. And the language is the first thing you hear when I speak. You hear me speak. That goes straight to your mind. This is a game. Command words. Get to work. Yeah. Bitch. Like, these are things they say. These are words we use, and the more we hear them, the more we're in tune to hear it when it's said, and it does something to us. It's like music. It's the same thing. So when Willie Lynch speaks on teach them to respond to a particular language, English being the language, this is a bastard language. It's gibberish in the first place. So that's even more confusing for us. And on top of that, it deals with command words and controlled associative thinking. Just want to keep those in mind. And the floor is to the panel. I'll go on mute.
Truth be told, you got 5 minutes, fam.
Man, I just need one. Salute to everybody, man. Salute to, I may do 5, but salute to everybody, man. Everybody
peace,
in there.
Peace.
Black. We is in this thing. Tar, you in that thing, man. Everybody in that thing, man. I don't know everybody. Yeah, but we in this thing. Yes, the English language is terrible. It's real terrible. To actually tell you the natural language of a black man that was supposed to be spoken, the vibrations in which it causes when you speak and the way you use your tongue, it causes you to elevate to a whole different level where you become even smarter. So the English language is definitely a bastard language, if that's what you want to say it is. But it does not allow you to reach into a frequency higher that you need to be in. That natural language that you were supposed to speak as a black man, as a man from Africa, from the motherland, it also causes you to be on a lower frequency because you ain't speaking your natural language that you were supposed to speak.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and that's all I got to say on that, just on the language. So you know what I mean? I'm about to hang right here on the panel, and that was just a small thing to speak on. And
no, that was big. That was big because the black man and woman are vibrational beings. So that tone, that was a good point.
Kimbo.
It causes your brain.
What's happening, Jack?
Let's go.
Y'all finna. Y'all, I'm sorry, y'all. I didn't mean to interrupt y'all conversation. Go ahead. What were y'all finna say?
Nah, I'm gone. That thing with that natural tone, it causes a vibration in your brain that makes you a lot more intelligent than the tone of the English, the bastard language, which is English. So yeah, the natural African, if you want to say African, or the way of the original language, that's the reason why you hear them use their tongue a lot, and it's like all them different noises that I call up here and do these jokes with, and I'll be like, my brother, I tell you, my brother, I will tell you, my brother, I tell you, that tongue, that thing, it causes vibration through your brain. But anyway, Kimbo, what you got to say about that? Because Kimbo about to come in. Let's go.
Goddamn me, I gotta share what I know and what I feel. I could be wrong, but I'm gonna give it to y'all, man. This is my whole thing on the shit. Like I had ran across this some years ago, and I ain't gonna lie, it was a propelling. I'm talking about a well-written motherfucking letter or whatever. It's gripping. It's like a book. It's almost like the same motherfucker wrote that letter, wrote the Bible, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how good it was. But I have yet to find proof that this is a real motherfucking letter. You know what I'm saying?
I said that at the beginning.
Now let me give you, go ahead. Now let me give you my problems with the letter, right? Okay, the letter, I forgot the lady name, but she was a librarian and from the University of Missouri. You can look it up. The first person who ever posted it, but I mean, that ever, put it online, but shit, that wasn't until 93. And you got to look at the the word in the motherfucking letter, bro. Like they talking about it happened down south. It wasn't no such thing as down south in the 1700s, bro. It was still 13 colonies then. Then it wasn't even no America yet. So how in the fuck did he come to America to help somebody in a Virginia that didn't even exist yet, bro? Then they used the word nigga in there. I don't know how many times, bro. The word nigga didn't become used like that until 1755. This letter came out in the 1700s, bro. I'm trying. That's some shit somebody wrote. And this the funny part about it, nigga. If you came from the Virgin Islands or wherever to Virginia to help somebody with some slaves, nigga, the revolts was going on in the Virgin Islands at that time. So who in the fuck gonna listen to you? I'm just giving y'all shit from a nigga who actually read, bro. It don't make no sense. Wasn't even no such thing as Virginia. Wasn't even formed yet.
The colony of Virginia, it was not necessarily the state, but yeah. What's up with it though?
What's good, man? Shit, I've been editing and listening to you back and forth. I just put the book down. I got to take a legit break, so figured I'd spoken. I got to tell you, when I saw Willie Lynch, you know, I'm a fan of this shit. So I'm sure the same way you are, and I've studied and conversed, and I thought I wouldn't learn anything new. But your boys, they give me some interesting perspectives.
Oh yeah, most definitely, man. I even bring up Willie Lynch in the first place is just, you know what I'm saying, the shit where I be seeing, you know what I'm saying, black people being used in such a way, and they ain't necessarily being used. They willing participants. They like, fuck it, I'm down to do this shit. This is what I love, nigga. Fuck niggas. But you know what I'm saying? The discord between the reasons why we're in the place that we are and what we are facing in the black community and what's the problems, whether it be self-inflicted or, you know what I'm saying, the outside force. You know what I'm saying? All these conversations, man, I see get really turned to this whole right-wing bullshit, man, most of the time. Because of niggas being able to willingly put themselves in them positions to do that, man. And
what do you mean in their possessions to do what?
This shit, then
to be a truth, a chaotic truth in that position.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm not sure. You say because niggas are willingly putting themselves in that position. You mean like putting in a position where they divide?
Yeah, they divide the whole conversation because this is something that's historical. It's historical record. Like I said, not necessarily the Willie Lynch letter, but our struggle here in America. It's something that you can't erase. It can't be it's already been documented. You know what I'm saying? Now, how cruel it is, you know what I'm saying, can be debated maybe. You know what I'm saying? But I think even the cruelty of slavery itself, like the fact that we act like, oh, it wasn't that bad, that shows you're racist right there. Like it wasn't that bad, nigga. What kind of that shows your humanity? Let's just say that.
It does.
It shows your humanity.
I like that better, yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? Like it makes no sense to me. You know what I'm saying? Really, you know what I'm saying? That you would think
right? No,
any kind of okay form of slavery. You know what I'm saying? Like what we doing with the prisoners right now because of crimes. Why do we think we get permanent slaves because of crimes, bro? At least don't make the motherfuckers work. You can, you know what I'm saying? Hold them in a penalty place all you want to. Why they gotta fucking work for people and shit? For
it shows their character, motives, intention. It speaks to the person, right? Like for instance, you were talking about earlier about that cat chaotic truth. Cats like be brave. I don't have to listen to what come out of their mouths because what their actions and what they do will speak to their intentions and motives. For instance, if you got a show, every day, and it's and it, to me, it's dedicated to just talking about how shitty black motherfuckers are. Then I don't tell me that you have a equal eye and see other shit because I got to watch your actions and all you do is talk about is one thing. So. Yeah. Your actions will show your fucking intentions. The same with that cat, be brave. He likes to say, no, I don't have anything about black motherfuckers, but your shit is dedicated every day to tearing that shit down. If I saw 90% of you talking about worldly things and 10% black, I'd give you an ear when you talk about how shitty black people are. But if that's all the fuck you do, then it speaks to. I don't know what it says, but it certainly speaks to that person.
Yes. And see, my thing is that, you know what I'm saying, because it's not even the fact that if the Willie Lynch letters are valid or not. I believe they were wrote. I don't know if they were wrote by a nigga named Willie Lynch, But I definitely believe they were wrote, and I believe it was put out there for a certain reason. These tactics go all the way back to like the Virgin Islands in the 1500s. You know what I'm saying? Like cruel ass niggas on sugar plantations and shit. Like these are methods that have been done. It's recorded in history.
So
but
I think
the whole fact that a person named Willie Lynch decided, okay, we're gonna color code people, we're gonna divide people and shit like that. Because the whole thing was to keep the dark skins isolated or have them to get with the lightest person possible to make the lightest shade, and then as that way that lineage would just go out. That's how it was done in South America. Instead of just straight up trying to completely segregate people, they made sure that they got them with white people. It was almost like pairing to a certain degree. They would breed these niggas to breed out black folks, breed out the color, the darker skin tone. That's why you don't see a lot of darker skin. We do see it, but you know what I'm saying? It's not publicized. Even if you look at some shit from Brazil or some shit like that, you might see, you know what I'm saying, a couple dark skinned people, but when you go actually to the country, they say, man, it's one of the blackest places there is, nigga. But all them niggas live in slums.
You jumping around a little bit, so I'm not sure I'm keeping up with where you're going with the things you're saying. You started off with you don't believe the Willie Lynch letters were written by some cat, Willie Lynch or whatever the fuck. And by the way, I think we're in agreement with that shit. That shit would have been wrote later by someone, in my opinion, who was trying to help the cause. He wanted to, he wasn't really trying to get at to some slave owner to do those things. He was trying to have me and you, people like me and you, talk about it and see the psychology used. Therefore, that letter had to come much later. These things would have been in place in other places, like you're explaining now.
Would definitely have been around since like the 1500s and like the Caribbeans and shit like that in the sugar plantations, because they were sometimes deemed to be even more cruel than North America in a lot of ways. And like their way of eradicating black was different. That's what I was pretty much getting to.
No,
like
we're in agreement.
Instead of separating black people, they just made sure that black and white just integrated, and you know what I'm saying, like they slept together and had lighter skin tone babies. So that was the more of a push at a certain time in their country. Just me, and it's not me coming with this shit. It's actually me looking at some of the South American people, the South American darker skinned people too, telling me about like some of their stories, not necessarily in person, but on social media, shit like that. Like I done looked at a lot of videos. And that's why I say it's the importance of having this shit, man, in the first place, is because we can actually talk about these things and get certain points of views out there. Because when I see a nigga mad about black people's reaction to him constantly talking about how niggas ain't shit and how people doxed you, which I don't agree with. That's why I didn't put any clip of him accidentally saying his damn where you stay at and shit. Because he done did that the whole damn show. Because I was watching just like 30, 40 minutes, bro. And I was like, man, fuck this shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm finna record some clips and come over here and do my own shit, man. Because
that's I want to I just noticed when I came back over here to Be Brave is live, and I took that as a sign that the shit that you were just talking about, I should go over there and give them a little shit about. And I thought I'd stop over here first and you know, try and get you to come over there too. Both of us should pop up over there, man, and give them, you know.
But it's like it's just no point, man. Like I say, I done argued with him like 3 times, man. I really don't give it a lot of times where nigga gonna just keep putting me in the back chat every time I say some shit. He might not do it this time. Maybe
I've never been put in the back, and you know, I've never been
put in the back chat all the time, man. But I just be, I don't know.
Why you on panel?
I came kind of harsh at Truth. I'm not Truth. Yeah, Truth.
Brave. I was talking about Brave though, but oh, Truth was over there. I'm talking about that Brave shit, not Truth.
Oh
Truth
no, Be Brave. I never be here. I ain't never been at Be Brave shit. You know what I'm saying?
No, you don't get a word at Truth, so I don't go over there either. But Be Brave, Truth, that's his buddy. They watch each other. And the same audience, they got the same audience. I can get my word across over there. He's gonna be spewing that racial shit anyway. I might as well come and lighten his audience for a while, you know. And I go over there and do it. I enjoy doing it, man. It's like sticking something in their gears.
I'm gonna go. I feel you on that. But I be just putting the shit out there for the information to be out there, because like this is a show that, you know what I'm
I dig
saying?
it.
I seen it was like 3 years ago when they did this. So I was like, shit, man. I was looking back at some old shit, and I was like, fuck it, let's,
I
you know what I'm
like
saying?
it.
I was gonna
I
review
like
this
it.
shit. I was gonna review this shit on my own. But
I
when I
like it.
seen the whole bullshit, you know what I'm saying, this morning and shit on YouTube, because I mean, from time to time, I don't really just watch this shit like that, but it's still like he be in my algorithm for some reason, man. It be up on my ass and shit. So I might
Look,
check the little clip just to see, you know what I'm saying, what kind of racist shit he finna say today. Or what he finna do on this. Because sometimes he'll have some shit, I'll be like, oh damn, you kind of almost got a little bit of black in you, don't you? You know what I'm saying?
I big up when he says something smart, which he's a smart dude. He does often. I make sure I
Yeah, he's
tell him
definitely
I agree
smart.
with
He's
you.
definitely an intelligent man, but it just, man, he
All
went to
right.
the dark side, man. But that
I'm
shit he
a,
said about today, I
I'm a,
definitely get it. I just was like, you know what I'm saying? Why we get mad at the repercussions of our own actions, man? And I'm trying to get us to look at
I
some of
see
what's
where you're
going on
going.
with this Willie Lynch letter and how we pit ourselves against each other and all that shit. Because it's bigger than truth, man. It's bigger than all these motherfuckers, bro. This shit been happening, man.
All right, do your thing over here. I'm gonna do my part and go spread the same seeds you spreading over here. I know it was a long shot when I asked you because you got your own thing going. But yeah, I'm gonna go over here. I only got to, give a few more minutes. I got to get back to work, so I'm gonna go over here and try to,
Oh yeah, for sure. I gotta
grab a
hit
dude
that
for a
motherfucker
minute.
in about an hour. So shit.
If you
I
would
got a little time. I ain't
consider,
finna do this. I'm finna finish this up. I'm already at
I'm
an
about
hour
to say,
30.
if you would finish this and consider coming over there, man, I'd appreciate it. Both of us together would be a stronger thing.
Yeah, most
All right.
definitely. And I don't mind going on Bree Bird shit to kick in some racist ass or some shit real quick. Man,
Yeah.
I did that plenty of time before.
All
But
right.
yeah.
I probably got I don't know, about half hour less with my battery, and then I got to get back to work. So I'm gonna try to hang and give you some time before I leave over there.
Yeah, most definitely. You know what I'm saying? Let me go and get this back started.
Do your thing, man.
But like this,
And
just some shit that I
respect,
think
bro.
somebody really evaluated our people, bro, and they
Mhm.
realized this is what was going on. It went on, but it wasn't no nigga with no letter. It wasn't even nobody named no Willie Lynch. You can't even find nobody. They try to say lynching come from a nigga named Willie Lynch. That's a lie, because if you look it up, it'll tell you the lynching law come from a nigga named Charles Lynch. And he was from Virginia in the American Revolution. I'm like, bro, this shit don't. I read it when I first read it, nigga. It fucked me up. I'm like, damn, this shit sound true, because this is what's happening. This what's going on. Now, there's somebody writing in hindsight, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's why it sounds so good. If you're writing in hindsight, you done already seen this shit. We'll have then if anybody ever looked at the original copy, bro, the what they call it, like the original document, bro, nigga, the document don't even say it's from America. It says from the United States of African America. What the fuck? Like that fucked me up, bro. But like I ain't gonna lie, man. Like I hate to come in like what everybody was saying, because bro was just saying some good shit about what he was saying about the language, all how they do us, but it wasn't no letter. They was already fucking over us before a letter. They had more motherfucking reverse in Jamaica and all the islands than they had over here in America. Matter of fact, at the same time, he's supposed to have been over there in Virginia giving a motherfucking me reserve or a letter about controlling your slaves, nigga, and what it called New Amsterdam then, what it's called New York now, my nigga. It was revolts going on that same year, nigga. So why the fuck he wouldn't have been up there somewhere?
Hold on, Kimbo. Truth be told, you backstage on both phones? Hold on, let me see.
But that's me.
True.
Yeah, that's me.
Okay,
let me cancel the other one. Let me go back out. My bad.
I'm kicking you out. I'm kicking you out of the booth. Don't worry about it. You good? You good? Go ahead. Damn, what he leave out? Oh, go ahead, Kimbo. My bad.
Okay, like I said, I know some people gonna try to, say it's real, it's a real person, but you can't find no real records of this man. This record's from the 1700s. Then this the cold part. I just told them the lady was a librarian. If I have to, I can get the name from the University of Missouri. The first time this shit had ever been printed. You know what I'm saying? First time it ever had been put out in circulation. And she even admitted that it was a hoax. It was like a made-up story that she felt like it came from Edgar Allan Poe, the poet. I mean, the author, bro. Like this shit is public information, but people.
Oh shit! Hold on, right quick. I done dropped my damn screen on that one, man. I ain't mean to do that. But that shit really did. You know what I'm saying? What if it could have been like Edgar Allan Poe or somebody in the late mid 17 or late 1700s? You know what I'm saying? Just sowing in the seeds, man, and the shit starts spreading around. You know what I'm saying? When they starting to cause this whole little thing about you know what I'm saying, the race side of it. When the race side of it is starting to get stronger. You know what I'm saying? Because like I tell you, man, the whole 1700s was nothing but slave revolts. You know what I'm saying? And in the 1600s and 1500s, it was mostly in South America. So this shit was just, you know what I'm saying, like the starting point of all this shit. You know what I'm saying? The Bacon's Rebellion was like 1690 something, like 97, I want to say. You know what I'm saying? So it was right there in the end of the century. So niggas is getting fed up with shit. How do we keep them from, you know what I'm saying? Because at the time, like how King God's saying, they still have a sense of their home culture. They still remember how shit used to be. So they had to break them. So you know what I'm saying? Break them like you break a wild horse. You know what I'm saying? Let a wild horse just, you know what I'm saying, sit up in a whatchamacallit. It ain't gonna sit up in a little cage or in any of that shit. It'll finna kill itself before it, you know what I'm saying, trying to break out that bit. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of what the same that was being done to us, man. Book breaking us down into a whole different mold, and then molding us up into this whole different bullshit ass mode that we are now, man. I ain't gonna say that we are now, because even at the same, we affected by this shit regardless. But some people are in a better way of deconstructing, decolonizing, whatever you call it, in all them shapes and forms, man. But these are effects of us. This we're affected by this shit still.
To the blame why we like we is because we dumb, bro. That's why, because we keep falling for the shit. Like keep shit like simple, that, bro. Right. That let you know all you gotta do is chunk something with some emotion in it, and you'll grab a nigga attention. People do it on YouTube all the time, bro.
Called manipulation.
They do it all the time, like with that letter and shit. We know why we fucked up, because they fucked us up, bro. We can't blame them no letter. You got evidence of what happened, how we was separated or fucked up, but the letter sound dumb when a lot of people, families in the South stayed together. Shit. Mm-hmm. They talking about the young against the old. Nigga, what culture don't have young against the old? Mm-hmm. What state? Or you can go to Iran, Iraq, them niggas over there fighting like a motherfucker. Like it's well written, because I use the Bible as a reference, because you can damn near put anybody in that position if you want to. Like you can, like if somebody can show me a document to prove to me that a William Lynch or Willie Lynch or Bill Lynch or anybody from that ever existed, then I believe them. But to me, that's dumb for a nigga to come from the West Indies to come to Virginia when nigga all our great revolts happened down there.
Them facts, man. That's real shit.
So what they did, they used to take the bad slaves that was like the bookman type motherfuckers. They used to bring them from the West Indies and bring them over here to America to try to get them. They thought if they get them out their natural state over there, try to separate motherfuckers through language, all that bullshit. If you had some niggas over here in America that was fucking up, they'll shoot your ass to the West Indies or whatever they got, Dominican Republic. You got to remember, all that shit, bro, didn't exist like that. They didn't come to no African, pick up no motherfucking Jamaicans, no Puerto Ricans, no Dominicans, no, none of that shit, bro. They picked up Africans and dropped them bitches off places. That's what created what it is, man. For real.
It had slave ports, but
right.
To build on what Kimbo said, and I say this with all agreement and respect. I just said all that earlier.
Yeah, I came in a little late.
No, I know. I'm just saying.
I say you were saying some good shit.
Absolutely, it's a cold game, man. But I'm gonna get somebody else. I just wanted to, say I agree with you.
Already.
Tyra, mic on you. Tyra.
Yeah, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, mic on, it's on you. Everybody put y'all mics on me till you finish talk for me.
All right, go ahead. All right.
And your volume was loud in the back. Go ahead, bro.
My volume up a little loud.
Yeah, like I can hear back. Go ahead, just do you. Go ahead.
Okay, now Kimbo, the brother is on point. You know what I'm saying?
My nigga Tari,
it is a rumor out there or whatever that you know what I'm saying, that Willie Lynch letter was was false, or whether it was a hoax. You know what I'm saying? It's something of what the brother's saying. You know what I'm saying? It's something of what everybody's saying on this panel. King Oz, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? The people that I heard, you know what I'm saying? Because I got on here a little late or whatever. I apologize for that. You know what I'm saying? Because I was on I was on truth. I was on truth shit. What you laughing at, man?
I'm laughing. Go ahead.
That's good that we can laugh.
No, he want to cap over. He want to go off over. He want to roast you like a motherfucker. Go to fire off if you want to, bro.
Man, you gotta get back in the chat, Tyler. You gotta catch up, man. You gotta get back in the chat, man.
No. Don't do your boy like that, man.
Nah, but for real though. But back to the point, man. Yeah, it don't have to be a Willie Lynch that existed, man. The taxes are still being used today, and the main reason because they got our mind, nigga. They got our fucking mind. They got everybody. I don't care if you the most revolutionary nigga or if you fucking chaotic truth, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Hell yeah. Because I'm telling you, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? They got us, you know what I'm saying, right where they want us, nigga. The body, fighting each other, not looking at what the fuck the real problem really is. But man, let me get through this a little bit.
Hey, we gonna come back to you, man. You put your mic on mute till it's time to come back to you, man. I'm gonna let you chill in the cut though. Put your mic on mute, man.
I'm just chill in the cut now. I had got excited or whatever because I heard it was about the you know what I'm saying, it was the Willie Lynch situation or whatever. But no, you laughing at that nigga though, man. Let me just fall back in the chat because then Pooh Black he gonna get on me too because he got on me the other night. I see this.
Go ahead, King guys. I mean, Durham. My bad, Durham. Go ahead, Durham.
Yeah. So, hey, big salute to OG Kimbo, man. That's real for real. That's why I really brought this shit to this channel, bro. Because on what I peeped from the beginning, I peeped game, and I peeped game on OG Kimbo when, like I said, when you had him on the live, just sitting back in the cut, chilling and what he was speaking on. I peeped everything, and like he said, Virginia wasn't even established till 1788. You know what I'm saying? So what he's speaking on is big facts. When you see certain things though, even shit has a little bit of nutrients in it. So you gotta be, you know what I mean? It's overstanding, and that's why I brought it to this channel because niggas was already speaking on overstanding. When you can read between the lines and you see certain things and you hear certain things, it can put things into a certain perspective. So this entire letter, the letter itself may not be true, but when you read between the lines on everything in the letter, you can get a grasp of understanding of what is going on and what is actually.
And just so we go ahead and be clear, man, for everybody out there. Yeah, maybe the state of Virginia might have been in 1780 something or something like that, bro. I think he was saying was established. But I think he's talking about the state. Because the colony, Virginia, has been here since the 1600s. You know what I'm saying? When they first popped up and settled and was mingling with the Indians and shit like that. So Virginia colony is what, you know what I'm saying? Not saying that the letter is valid or not, but just saying we want to be sure that every time we speaking factuals and shit, you know what I'm saying? And I try to do that for my people, man, out there, bro. Let's go.
Letter and just get an understanding of what's going on. And that's that. As far as speaking, that's all I had to say. I was gonna keep on the next part of the letter. You know what I'm saying, to keep going.
Go ahead. Get to the next part, man. We still on content, fam. Let's stay on roll.
Okay.
Now you and King Eyes in control. Y'all see, I'm just sitting back, just controlling the panel. I'm taking mental notes, man.
Yeah, this is very interesting, man.
Yeah, me and Pooh Black, we just chilling, fam. We let some real subscribers up here pop that shit.
First of all, I'm damn sure not finna talk, and you got people talking knowledge and they spitting facts and details. I'm listening. You don't interrupt people when they going on and they know what they talking about on point. Detailing shit out way out. You gotta just listen.
Word.
Nah, for shit,
Word. So to pick up on the next stanza, John, finished off. He said he might kill you in your sleep. He says you cannot rest. They sleep while you're awake and are awake while you are asleep. They are dangerous near the family house, and it requires too much labor to watch them away from the house. Above all, you cannot get them to work in this natural state. Hence, both the horse and the nigger must be broken. That is breaking them from one form of mental life to another. Keep the body, take the mind. In other words, break the will to resist. Now, the breaking process is the same for both the horse and the nigger, only slightly varying in degrees. But as we said before, there's an art in long-range economic planning. You must keep your eye and thoughts on the female and the offspring of the horse and the nigger. A brief discourse in offspring development will shed light on the key to sound economic principles. Pay little attention to the generation of original breaking, but concentrate on future generations. Therefore, if you break the female mother, she will break the offspring in its early years of development, and when the offspring is old enough to work, she will deliver it upon to you.
Hold on, you know what I'm saying? Break the mother, you know what I'm saying? You break the mother, she'll break the offspring. You know what I'm saying? This is one of the keyest parts to our downfall. You know what I'm saying? You pitting woman against man, man against woman. And she's already broken and feeling like she needs to turn to the white man, it's over with. The moment the black woman, and I don't just believe all black women are, you know what I'm saying, broken or some shit like that. But if a black woman is broken and she's released, she has to turn to government, turn to anything else in order to motherfucking be survived, man. It's already over. There's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do.
For her normal female protective tendencies will have been lost in the original breaking process. For example, take the case of the wild stud horse, a female horse and an already infant horse, and compare the breaking process with two captured nigger males in their natural state. A pregnant nigger woman with her infant offspring, take the stud horse, break him for limited containment.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Sons of Morning. Sons of Morning.
Yeah, man.
You hear?
Yeah.
I'm just making sure you ain't on no troll. You ain't on no trolling issue.
Nah, checking on trolling.
Okay. Go ahead, y'all. King guys.
Yes, sir. Give me 2 seconds.
Okay. Man, y'all out there, man, y'all hit that like button, man. Don't be a hater your whole life. If you haven't subscribed to Pooh Black, subscribe to Pooh Black. If you haven't subscribed to King Guys, subscribe to King Guys. If you haven't subscribed to Truth Be Told Allegedly, please go subscribe to my boy, man. Hey, that's what I want everybody to do. Make sure y'all go subscribe to Truth Be Told Allegedly. Ain't no reason why my boy subscription shouldn't be had jumped, man. Like, for real. My boy got good content over there. He ain't on no goofy time, man. Y'all go subscribe to my bro, man. Subscribe to my big homie, Kimbo Greedy, man. For shit show, always speaking that real street and politics shit.
Hey, what it is? They just they hating on him, man, because he speaks all facts.
What King God back? Kimbo,
Yeah,
I'm gonna let Kimbo. Oh, okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
Let me catch up. Y'all go ahead. I'll catch up.
Okay, Kimbo.
I don't know what I missed.
Hey, yeah, man, it's simple. Shit. I just asked a nigga to use their Google machine and Google. It's Willie Lynch real. You got professors and all kind of motherfuckers on there telling you what's going on. But see, that should lead a motherfucker to like, okay, damn. If they already had us in captivity, what the fuck they need a letter for, bro?
No,
so he gave
real.
a letter to Virginia, and the letter they didn't. So we know when my boy Blumenblock invented the print press. You know what I'm saying?
That's the only weapon.
You mean to tell me that they was printing books like that and we?
I think he got caught up, you know what I'm saying, more on the letter part. And we should have been talking more, like I say, about the breaking of the horse and the nigga, like he like in the letter, you know what I'm saying? Which, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, if we didn't have that letter, we wouldn't really have the tactics, but we wouldn't understand the mentality behind it. Comparing the horse to the nigga, bro, in so many ways, bro. That shit tell you everything you need to know about how they felt about, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can go look up online how to break a horse, nigga. You know what I'm saying? It requires some beating. It requires some control tactics when it comes to food, when you let them eat, when you let them sleep, training them. You know what I'm saying? And this is the tactics that they were using on humans, my nigga. Humans. So that just lets you know everything you need to know about America, man. And especially pre-colonial, I mean, well, not pre-colonial, but pre-statehood America, pre-revolutionary America, you know what I'm saying? While they was out here talking about land of the free, home of the brave and shit. Man, that shit, you know what I'm saying? It's a bunch of bullshit, man. Let you know what I'm saying? It didn't matter if everybody was free. Only it mattered if they people was free.
We can't find none of the books and you know, from publication, we can't find none of them. You know what I'm saying? Then the original document that we got, the woman is telling you that somebody wrote this after slavery had already been going on for a couple of 100 years. So of course you can say those things by observation. That's what you're seeing what's going on. From the sound of it, it sounded like she was listening to one of her motherfucking, somebody was listening to a slave or something, or they stole a slave journal or a slave poems or some shit, talking about what they was going through and rewrote the shit or something. Like it's weird because there's some truth to the shit. When you read it, you getting it. But when you look at like he was saying about language, when you look at a lot of the words that they used this shit, nigga, if it's supposed to be 1770, what the fuck y'all doing using words that wasn't even invented yet? Like program, motherfucking me,
exactly.
It was a couple of words they used there that wasn't even invented yet, and they didn't mean, if there was around a few words that came later, they didn't mean not what they meant in 1700. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit is weird. Like some nigga that came over there and taught them how to handle their slave. Nigga, they was already taught by the Arabs how to handle slaves. That shit's stupid. Who the fuck look who taught them? The Arabs, nigga. Nigga, look how they did us. Nigga, if you was an Arab slave, nigga, they cut your dick off, nigga, made you a eunuch, nigga, to make sure you couldn't reproduce. All the women was for the Arab, nigga. The black women was for them. They had for them to fuck on and have kids because you are with your father or with them.
An old little joint, man, back in the Gap, dog. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, this is a replay this is a replay of an old show, man. This the replay, man. This is right here, you know what I'm saying, a classic one, man. One of my favorite episodes, man, talking about the Willie Lynch letters, man. I'm gonna let that shit continue real quick.
So nigga, they wasn't gonna let us reproduce or do shit over there. You know what I'm saying? So they had already knew how to handle us. They didn't need no letter from no motherfucking nigga named Willie. Come on, Willie.
Straight up.
They already knew how to handle us. They had already been taught. They wouldn't even came and got us if they didn't know what to do with us. Yeah, they had a few insurrections, but shit, it wasn't nothing to make them stop. You gotta remember, we talking about some motherfucker that'll show up on your motherfucking banks with 20 motherfuckers and take over your whole town, man. For real.
No, for hand sure. Slavery got out the hand after Lincoln in the Union.
Like we got so many stories, bro. We got so much weird ass shit that if you go look it up and find out it's not even true, it ain't even real. But that's how you mislead people. You hand them a whole bunch of bullshit so they won't never go looking for the facts. How many people you think gonna even research and find out the shit fake because they want to hold on to an excuse why we are like we are? Ain't no motherfucking Willie Lynch letter. We are like we are because that's how they designed us. That's how they raised us.
Yeah, which the Willie Lynch letter is telling you, but you know what I'm saying? You don't need the Willie Lynch letter to tell you that shit. You don't need it to be true for it to tell you that, man. Just look at what's going on every day in society, nigga. Niggas out here, bro, like I said before, it's niggas out here mad at his city because he talk about all the niggas in his city and that how they ain't shit. We got niggas out here, bro, that'll sit here and oh, you pretty, you got nice skin for a dark skin, or you got nice hair for ooh, you know what I'm saying? All that type of shit, bro. In our own community, nigga. We got niggas that look down on a sexy red knowing she got a cousin just like that bitch. You know what I'm saying? We got motherfuckers out here that, bro, that look down on the youth, bro, so bad, bro. Like, come on, man. We got youth out here looking down on the old, like, oh, those lame ass niggas. Everything in this world is still going on to this motherfucking day, nigga. So, like, what I need to tell you about, it don't matter if it's real or not. We see it, nigga. It don't matter if it's real or not. We see it. What we gonna do about it? Because we buying into the system as well, nigga. Every time you decide to say, one of them niggas over there ain't black because they did this, that was proper or some shit. Man, all this shit ain't you. You speaking English. Let's go.
Nigga, like dude was saying, we are living amongst their culture. We trying to survive.
Right.
We got a culture, but it's inside theirs.
Inside
they
theirs.
made us, bro. We a whole new motherfucking race. If you want to keep it one thing, keep it funky, nigga. We really not African. We really not American, nigga. We just in between, bro.
I think they say
we some shit. We don't belong to no landmass, bro. We can claim, we can play like we do.
That's why Africans disown us. Africans don't.
Man, not all of them. I know a bunch of real cool Africans, bro. But a lot of them, they like where we was in the 1930s or 40s, straight out of slavery, bro. They colonized, nigga. They got African people over there with argue with you about a blue-eyed Jesus, my nigga.
No, for real.
Like they fucked up. A lot of them fucked up, but the ones that know, I know some real motherfuckers I chop it up with, the met online, and I know in person, bro. They know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? They know the truth. A lot of them ain't even taught that shit. They don't know who we are. They think we from over here.
They call us Americans. They don't look at us as the same.
Nah. Because technically we not. Shit.
They don't even like us, dog, to be honest, bro.
Nah, there's a few of them that do. Few of them go on that bullshit.
Man, and that's another thing. That's another part of the divide. The African versus African American divide, a Black American divide, a FBA divide, whatever the fuck you want to call this shit, man. Bro, them niggas going through the same shit we going through. They just going through it at a longer stage and process. Like he said, man, them niggas still, you know what I'm saying, believing in Jesus being a motherfucking white man with blue eyes, blonde hair, nigga. Shit like that, bro. Not understanding Africa had Christianity before the motherfucking Europeans, nigga. A lot of them know that history and still believe in that bullshit. You got so much of this shit with customs and shit that, you know what I'm saying, people still uphold now, even in Africa, even in other countries, bro, where, you know what I'm saying, you have some British rule, bro. Britain is the biggest colonizing shit that there ever was, bro. Why you think everybody speak English, nigga? I keep telling them, nigga, you don't know how hard you done been brainwashed, nigga, because you speak English, nigga. You speak a whole nother language, nigga, not your natural language. You speak English, nigga. Let's go.
Yeah, but watch this though. This how they do them, bro. When they come over, they're going to get their immigration status and shit, bro. Now they want to get their immigration status and shit, bro. Hey, you ever ask one of them and talk to them, nigga, to ask them about the movies and shit they show them, or niggas like rap videos and shit, telling them don't be around these kind of Americans. If you do, you're gonna get deported. You better not catch no case.
What are Africans being taught that we are not being taught?
Tribal. Look, I'm glad you.
It depends on which Africans you're talking about, because there's a lot of successful billionaires over there who goddamn me doing way better than us. There's a lot of them who not.
Man, they being taught to be more cutthroat than we is, bro. They just being taught their real natural history. They understand a lot of the shit of how they got to where they are at and how we got to where we at. You know what I'm saying? They just don't, you know what I'm saying, have the economic means to even do certain things in certain levels, nigga. Not every country, because like I say, every country in Africa is different, bro. It's 53. I don't even think they got a definitive number on how many countries in Africa, nigga. You know what I'm saying? It'd be 53 1 minute. It'd be 54 1 minute. 50, 51. Nigga, like. But at the same time, like I say, shit, you know, it's countries that's thriving. They doing big in the medical field and other shit like that. And you got countries that's still at war over minerals and different shit and whatever because of ethnic shit. You know what I'm saying? One tribe don't like the other tribe, and they've been doing this shit for centuries, nigga. Kind of like that shit Israel and that Muslim shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? The same shit, even though Israel got put on somebody else's land, so it's a little different. But that's all I'm saying, bro. We don't really know how the colonizing of Africa really shaped them countries. Maybe some people went to another place that they wouldn't have been if people weren't coming in and invading lands and shit, taking people and shit, bro. Other niggas just, all right, we gonna conquer you and give you away. So all that shit matter, bro. When it come down to it, man. Let's go.
Now we're taking not up to date with us. It depends on which Africans. That's
okay,
shit.
Kimbo. Let me ask you a question. What do it fall in place where the Africans marrying our women and they marry multiple women for money? And you
Shit,
know
they marrying the men too. A lot of these niggas marrying them too.
They come
to them that's a hustle shit. But I don't watch a lot of them get married and actually be together and have a family, all that shit.
But you know, a lot of them. So can they go? Can American women go back over there and still get treated the same?
Yeah, bro. You got like all over the. And I'm telling this nigga name, bro.
Hold on, Kimbo. Hold on. Hey, CW OG Dart, he good, fam. Y'all don't block him. He good. Go ahead, y'all.
Answer the question.
Yeah, but it's a lot of them, bro. It's a little dude out of Ghana, bro. I follow the nigga, African nigga. He cool. He a holler back. He got a channel called From Africa to the World, bro. He go through every country in Africa, you know, showing you different shit. And then he run into Americans all over that bitch. Niggas and went over there and got them car manufacturing companies making cars, selling them people solar powers and ACs. There's a bunch of motherfuckers over there living doing this. You know what I'm saying? Like, it depends on where you go. You gonna have fuck niggas everywhere, but if a motherfucker want to get some money, that's a good way to get some money.
Man, we together, nigga. We be together a lot more than we be apart. But we let shit on the internet confuse us and shit, have us believing that it's big ass fights within the black community. It's big ass fights in the black and African community and shit. Niggas just hate white folks, bro. But we don't, man, bro. Niggas don't be stunting these folks, man. They be stunting us. People out here trying to build and create content off of our shit, our struggles. You know what I'm saying? It ain't the other way around, my nigga. But shit, you know what? I'm gonna end the third, bro. I ain't even finna keep it going. Because at the end of the day, bro, people don't want to hear the truth, man. People want to hear a lie. They want to be told and fed lies, nigga. But guess what? I'm going to always be here to counter that shit, nigga. And I know y'all niggas don't like this shit that be coming out my mouth, man, but it's all good. I'm going to continue to keep being great, nigga. But everybody out there that came through and fucked with me and was rocking with me, and the ones that continue, the ones that didn't come today. You know what I'm saying? Because there's plenty of them out there that be coming through and fucking with your boy. They ain't gonna come every day because they got their own lives and shit. But hey, everybody that's rocking with your boy, that see this shit, that will see this shit, that ain't seen it yet, that's gonna see it at some point. Fuck with me. Y'all have a good one. Y'all be safe. And message for y'all haters.
I like who like me.
Right.
I like who like me.
Right.
I ain't trying to convince you and trace you down and tie you down. Oh, why you don't like me? Bruh, not in today's time.